Seconds, no big deal. I get up there, I'm like, hey class, how you guys doing? Look at me, I'm sitting here in front of you with this beautiful number 2 Ticonderoga yellow pencil. See that green shiny lettering, Ticonderoga? I have no idea what that word means, but it sure is nice, isn't it? Look at that yellow soft, that yellow beautiful paint, that lead, and you write it on a piece of paper, and it looks so fantastic, and this red fluffy eraser, if you happen to make a mistake, you can just rub it on a piece of paper and go, and it's all gone. Thank you very much. And I get off my class, and I'm like, yeah, you take that. And on the next day, check this out. I thought I crushed it. I get up, I get now the next day, we all have to watch our little 60-second videos in class. I'm like, watch me, here I come. There I go. Check this out. And I'm standing on stage, and I'm like, this is a yellow pencil, you know, pencil. And I was done. And that was it. That was the presentation. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I'm terrible. But here's the thing about that. That was a qualitative self-check that enabled me to make a change because I was now aware. I know for a fact most people don't do this. I would suggest that you do it. Start recording some of your calls. Start recording a cross-section of the presentation. You don't have to record every presentation, every call, but record a cross-section because the feedback that you'll get will enable you to make immediate improvements. How do you know what you sound like until you've heard yourself? How many of you think that some people are better at recruiting than others? They are. So how do we know the difference? The only way for you to work on improving yourself is to be aware of the things that you're doing. And the only way we can become aware is actually record some of our calls, some of our presentations, and we can make changes that way. That's a really important thing. Okay, here's another thing. In order for you to rank advance, you have to know how far you are from a rank advancement. I'm not going to ask this question, but if you don't know exactly how far you are away from your next rank advancement, it's going to be very tough for you to hit it. You have to be crystal clear with the systems, the processes, the tools to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Confused people do what? Nothing. They stay confused. If you're confused, guess who else is going to be confused? Your team members. If you don't know the systems or the processes, you got different ways of signing up in the business, right? You got maybe a distributor kit, and then you got some other packages you can start with. Is that right? Do you know the differences between the two? You should. You know the benefits of why somebody might want to start at this package versus this package. If I go join a new network marketing business, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go upline, I'm going to go find something and say, hey, what tool or tools are you using to present this opportunity? What video are you using? What webinar? What tool? I want to know exactly what they're using so I'm clear on it. Now here's the thing. Just because somebody signed you up in the business doesn't mean that they're using the most current tool because it's an independent thing. We can do whatever we want, right? You want to, oh, this is huge. Be inquisitive and look at producers in this business. I'm going to look at the people that I know are rank advancing, that are producing, that are being paraded across the stage, and I'm going to do my best to find out what they're doing. You want to model the producers. I had a guy in my office that was making, at the time when I first got started in network marketing, about 12 grand a month, and I was making nothing. But I literally tried to do everything to beat him. I was walking like he walked, tried to talk like he talked, doing everything I could to copy or imitate what he was doing. And believe it or not, guess what happened? I actually started to create success because I was copycatting this guy. Who do you want to copycat? And here's the thing. Here's a phrase. Do what the doers are doing, don't do what the don'ters are doing. Do what the doers are doing, don't do what the don'ters are doing. Because in every deal, there are doers and don'ters. There are doers that are doing the business. There are don'ters that even in a company as good as this, as cranking as you guys are, that are don'ting, that are like coming up with reasons why it won't work, or oh, this is wrong, or that, the color of the box, or whatever it is, and they're complaining. Follow people that are producing, and sometimes we've got to separate ourselves even with our own company, because you got people in a company sometimes that are like, oh, that's the negative group. I don't want to be with that group. I want to hang out with the people that are actually making things happen. This is a conscious decision that we all need to make. Okay, the phrase, teamwork makes the dream work. You ever heard that one? This is an advanced little strategy for you. Ready? Here's the thing. This business is as much about team building as it is about prospecting and recruiting. The two main activities, okay, here's what we do in this business. We put customers on our product. We follow up with our customers. We put distributors into the business, and we teach those people how to do that. That's what we do. And we work with those people. So many times people like sign somebody up, they're like, sign them up, they're like, okay, go on, go make me some money. Go on, go ahead, all right. We don't want to do that, right? We want to, look, I had people sign me up and say, go make me some money, Todd. That's not really a successful methodology, is it? But here's what you want to do. Let me ask this question. How many of you in the room have at least one downline member within driving distance of your house? Raise your hand. Okay? Here's what I would do. Pick a night. Thursday night, whatever it is, Friday, whatever you want to do, and have some team members over your house. Have some team members over your house, and maybe it's 3 people, maybe it's 5, maybe it's half a dozen, maybe it's 20, and you spend 3 or 4 hours, and we're actually working together in the same house, setting appointments, making phone calls, doing presentations. It does so many cool things. It creates loyalty. It helps people develop confidence. People learn so much faster. Everybody's building a business together. You heard the phrase that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself in network marketing, right? It's business you're in the business for yourself, but not by yourself. I don't know about you, but when I'm at home, I'm by myself. I'm at home by myself making phone calls. I don't have my downline with me. But if you got team members, even if you 4 right here in my local geographic area, I'm going to have you on my house on Thursday nights, we'll get so friendly. We'll develop so much more loyalty. We're working together. Everybody's in action. Everybody's doing the things that need to happen in order to be successful. You want to get somebody moving? Have them at your house. They can't not move. It's an impossible thing. It's impossible. If I have a new team member, if they're over by themselves across town, they'll go, oh, I thought about doing it. I really want to be successful, but then they never actually do anything. There's so many powerful things about actually working with your team. Pick a night, have some appetizers, have some people over, throw up a whiteboard, maybe do something where you're, putting points on the board for yeses, for nos, for sign-ups, whatever it is, and make it fun. Because this is what we're all in the business to do, is build a business, right? So why not spend some time actually building the business together? It's very powerful. Now this is gigantic. You can even write that down. This is gigantic, okay? Here's what, you have a genealogy report, back office, right? Here's what you do. You look for people in your back office, and this is what I'm looking for. Who's producing? Who's rank advancing? Who's growing? Who's sponsoring? And I'm looking for people that I can identify that are doers, that are people in the different legs of my group that are producing and involved. Now, some people, like somebody who's got a this next to their name, is that somebody who's producing? That's a 0. That means they have not even an auto ship. They're not even engaged. But I see somebody, I see a rank advancement, I see activity. Here's what I do. Now, you can call this old school, but it works. When you have you in your own downline and that's all you have, it's easy to know who's on your team, isn't it? When you have 2 people in your downline, it's pretty easy to know who's on your team, isn't it? When you have 500 people on your team, do you know every single person in your group? You don't. But here's the thing, what you look for, and that's, by the way, that's a great problem to have, and a problem every single person in this room could have if you take action. And what you want to do is you start going through the genealogy as your group grows and start looking for pockets of activity. And I keep the biggest whiteboard I possibly can on my wall in my office, and I'll have my left leg and my right leg, or whatever it is. I got Jan and Susie, and then anybody under Jan or anybody under Susie, doesn't matter where they are in the group, that's producing, that's rank advancing, that's whatevering, as long as it's action. And I'm going to put those people up on my whiteboard so I can then look up on my whiteboard on the Tuesday and go, oh, Tom, I haven't talked to Tom in like 4 days. I'm going to pick up the phone and call Tom. Now, here's the thing. If Tom was buried in my genealogy in the computer, I may not be able to even find him again with a group of 1,000 people or more. These people are assets to your organization, and this is what you're looking for. In fact, most of your leadership is actually going to be found in depth. But you have to be looking for it. You have to be developing it. This is one of those strategies that I learned like my 3rd year of doing network marketing that I wish to God that I learned my first month. Because I think sometimes we think, oh, the business is just going to grow all by itself. You know, people are going to come in and they're going to do. Well, you actually exercise a tremendous amount of control over how big and how fast your group grows, but only if you go in there and take charge of it. And this is a strategy that many people don't do, but you should be doing. You want to be looking for pockets of activity, identifying who those people are, attaching yourself. In fact, here's what I do. I'll find somebody on my 17th level, pick up the phone and go, hey, Craig, Todd Falcone, how's it going? He's like, what's up? Who are you? I'm like, I'm part of the upline leadership team in Jeunesse. Listen, I want to call and introduce myself to you, say hi, and exchange information. If there's any way I can serve you, work with you, help you, I'm absolutely game to help you out in your business. First time I did, I called this guy at my 6th level. His name was Joe. He had sponsored 35 people the previous month. He didn't know who I was, but here's some guy. I didn't know who he was. He had recruited 35 people 1 month. Is that pretty good? Yeah. I called him up. I said, Joe, Todd Falcone. He's like, who? Called him up, and I introduced myself. He was so thankful I called him because his sponsor was a vacant person who had absolutely vacated the premises. Completely left the building. Very, very powerful. Okay, rank advancements. You have rank advancements in this company, right? Yeah. Company makes a big deal about it, don't they? Yeah. Right? Here's a strategy for you in accelerating the process of your business. Now, when name a rank that you want to get to. Diamond. That's good. I'm glad everybody said diamond. Yeah. So you want to get to diamond. Company makes a big deal about it, don't they? Real big. You as the independent individual distributor, people ask me all the time, well, how do you motivate people? I'm like, I don't really motivate people. I look for motivated people, and then I don't do things that demotivate them. Because if, for example, I was on your team and I spent 2 weeks working hard just to sell some luminescence or some instantly ageless, 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks to sell 1 bottle of something. 1 bottle, 2 weeks. I worked 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks to do it. And I'm like, oh, I finally sold some product. And you don't say anything? My motivation's gone. You might think it's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal to me because I worked so hard to sell 1 bottle of something. Somebody recruits their first person. They do 1 meeting. They sell 1 bottle of anything. They do anything that's anything important. You make a big deal about it. I am going to make the biggest deal of you signing up to your first rep. You'll have no idea. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to sign up more people because he made such a big deal about me sponsoring my first rep. Oh, I'm going to go sponsor more people now. I'm going to go, oh, I'm so excited to sponsor another person because he made such a big deal about it. But especially if you're like a big recruiter, like let's say you're a big recruiter and you bring somebody in, you're like recruiting 5, 10 people a day. Pretty good, right? Pretty good recruiter. And now you got somebody who comes in and they get their first person after like 3 weeks. You're like, that's not good. We want to recognize even the smallest and simplest of accomplishments in our organization. The last thing I want to share with you is this. How many of you, again, want to get good at recruiting? Okay, check this out. This is probably one of the best tips I can give you on mastering the whole art of recruiting and prospecting. There's a lot of stuff I can teach you, but I don't have the time for that today, but I'm going to give you one good one. Would that be cool? Yes. Okay, so the phrase on your screen says, be genuinely interested, not interesting. That actually comes out of a book. Anybody know a book that comes out of? How to Win Friends and Influence People. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you this in the context of this business so you understand what that actually means. This is very powerful. I understand how when somebody gets started in a business, they get really excited, they're enthusiastic, they want to go tell somebody about their product, they want to tell people about their business, and they want to just go tell. Anybody ever verbally vomit on somebody? Like, oh, if you could do it all over again, you're like, oh my God, that was so bad. Can I just get a redo? Oh, actually, this is good. I love telling this story. So I'm on an airplane. This is the best way for me to share it with you. I'm on a plane. I'm going from Dallas, Texas to Seattle. And I love network marketers, so I talk to you guys everywhere I go. And I see this woman in the middle seat behind me. She's like in the middle seat. She got a logo t-shirt on. And I go, oh, Company X. And she goes, yeah. She goes, do you know us? I go, I do. She goes, well, are you on our product? I go, I'm not. She goes, you know about us and you're not on our product? You're stupid. I mean, our product is bilated, it's chelated, it's mutilated. Our auric values up to here. We have the massive science, and it's the greatest product. Now, I'm standing there going, can I sit down? and the thing is, so I sit down in front of her. I don't travel in a suit. I'm wearing my hoodie, and I throw my hoodie on. I like listen to Bob Marley when I'm flying. So I'm like, I shot the sheriff. Now here's the thing. She does not understand. She's so focused. I gotta be interested. I gotta tell you. All she had to do was say, I said, hello, Company X. She was like, yeah, are you familiar with us? I am. She goes, how are you familiar with us? Well, I actually started with you guys in 1989. It was the very first network marketing company that I ever joined. Really? Are you still involved in network marketing? I am. Well, what do you do? I actually teach it for a living. You teach it? What do you mean? I teach network marketing. I just left a seminar here in Dallas. I spoke for 5,000 people. Who are you, Todd? Todd who? Are you not Todd Falcone? Are you? Oh, yeah, I am. What? Can I sit next to you for like 4 hours and pick your brain? She's going to pick my brain for 4 hours. But she didn't have a clue who was actually sitting in front of her. Now, look, I'm not God's greatest gift to planet Earth in network marketing, but I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it. And here's the thing. It can be so different. And look, you guys are out meeting people. You tell me if you can relate to this scenario. You're out meeting people, and as you're getting to know new people and you get into a conversation with somebody, you're getting into that conversation, you got this Jeunesse business, you got this awesome product, this awesome opportunity, you're thinking, as the conversation's going, you're going, wait. You get to know the person, you're going, wait a minute, is this for the product? Is this where I peak interest? Wait. Is this where I say, right? You're laughing because you know it's true. You know it's true. That's exactly what you're like trying to like figure out how do you insert it in there. You don't have to. All right, come on now. So here's the thing. Here's what you want to do. I understand you got a business. The best thing that you can do is put the business right here. It's right there. You don't let go of it, you don't forget about it, but it's right here. It's not here on my shoulders. Like this weight bearing down on me. I'm serious here. It's right here. You have a conversation with somebody. You get somebody talking about themselves. All you have to do is engage them in conversation and be genuinely interested in them. Find out who they are, what they're about. You don't have to go, oh, let me tell you about me. You have a one-up friend that always has something bad to you? The one-uppers. They always interrupt your conversation. You don't even finish the sentence. I got 7. Mine's bigger. I mean, they got all this stuff, right? You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is get a person talking. And the crazy thing is they'll like fall in love with you. They'll go home to their spouse like, oh my gosh, I met this amazing person. I met the most fantastic person. And you're like, oh really, what's her name? And they're like, I don't even know. Well, what do? I don't even know. Do you know anything about them? No. Why are they so nice? Why are they so cool? Because they were interested in me. And then what happens is it'll organically surface about business or product. Because people all the time ask me, do I leave the product or the business? Yes, you do. One or the other. But it'll organically surface when you just get somebody talking about themselves. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Make sense? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, can I show you something real quick? I wish I could spend 4 hours with you, but I can't. I can't. Well, I know. If you have me in a box, you can spend as much time with me. So, in fact, speaking of box, I just want to share something with you. So, over the years, I've produced a number of different training programs based on my personal experience in the network marketing profession. So, it's all based on real field experience, going through the numbers, talking to people, having people join, having people quit, having people skyrocket. All the great experiences that we have in network marketing. And repetition is the mother of learning, okay? You're going to remember something of me today, but you're not going to remember everything. The only way you're going to actually remember more is you actually go through your notes and then take actionable steps on those notes. Because you'll leave and I don't even know what the percentage is, but it's small. You ever watch a movie and then the second time you watch it, you see another joke that you didn't see the first time? Yeah. Okay? That's the same thing with learning. You all want to be focusing on bettering your skills, okay? Moving yourself forward and improving the results that you're actually getting in the business. That's what I do as a professional speaker and trainer, is I produce programs that help people figure out how to do this network marketing thing. This last year, I produced what is now my best work. It's called Cracking the Code to Success in Network Marketing. And here's basically what it is. It's like you sitting down with me for 6 days and me giving you everything that I know about building a successful network marketing business over the last 26 years. It's like one-on-one. Let me show you exactly how to get started, how to get rid of your procrastination. Anybody that remember procrastinate? Distractions. I can't seem to get out of my own way. Never heard that one? Oh, I don't like rejection. I don't know, what do you do when somebody says this to you? It's all covered in that program. I literally put together an A to Z, how to successfully navigate your way through the network marketing profession for a lifetime. It's a 19 CD, 6-volume program. We have it outside the doors here. This is my first time actually coming to Australia, making this training program available in this country. I launched it in September of this last year. Because you're here, you get it at a discount, which is pretty cool. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Is that fair? Okay. So my normal price, by the way, just people ask me, like, why is it in US dollars? Because my merchant account does not do Australian dollars. The normal price on that, if you were to go to my website right now, is $4.97 US plus shipping. I think that's probably like $70, $80 Australian to ship it to you. I had a bunch of this product shipped here, so you don't have to pay for shipping. So you have no duties, you have no shipping charges. I actually have the product here. I had it shipped over on a boat about a month ago. So on this tour, I've been making it available at a discount. You have an opportunity to pick it up here today. You can save $100 off the normal cost of it that you would pay on my website. Plus you're not paying for the shipping charge. Now, what I want to do is make it as easy as possible for you to take it home and not have a reason not to take it home, so there's also a to-pay option, okay? Now, let me explain how the to-pay option works, because I always get questions on it. Yes, number one, you can take the product with you today, even if you do a to-pay option. The to-pay works like this. The first payment will happen whenever, next couple days, as soon as my system does it, and then 30 days after. Make sense? Can I show you one more thing that's really cool? Can I show you one more thing that's really cool?
Yes.
Check this out. What you see in front of you on this entire tour, I've been selling, okay? I've been making available at these events. This is a 2 MP3 disc set that I actually had created originally for an Asian speaking tour that I did. And it has 4 of my best-selling training programs on 2 MP3 discs that are compressed. It's all of the information, but technology is really cool because you can put a lot of information on an MP3 disc that you can't put on a regular disc. It includes my #1 selling training program of all time. It's called Insider Secrets to Recruiting Professionals. How many of you would like to recruit high-quality, high-caliber people in your business? Okay? I already know what the answer is to that. Everybody wants to. Here's the deal with this. I teach you how to recruit realtors, insurance agents, financial planners, mortgage people up the socioeconomic chain that already do what we do in network marketing, but is doing it someplace else. It's been my top seller for the last 6 years. That by itself sells for $397 every day on my site. There's 3 other programs on there: How to Win the Game of Prospecting, which teaches you how to improve your prospecting skills; What Matters Most, which deals with the 4 biggest problem areas in prospecting, which is rapport building, overcoming objections, following up, and closing, being able to enroll people; and then 23 Unbreakable Rules of a Master Prospector is how you live your life if you really want to be a master at this craft. Those programs sell on my site right now for $740 US. On this entire tour over the month, I've been selling this. I think on the order form it was like $597. At this event, and this is the only event that I've done this at, I'm going to give that to you. I'm not even selling it. So here's how it works. Hold on. You can clap in a second. Here's the thing, okay? I'm just telling you right now. So that's on you're going to get that with your purchase of Cracking the Code to Success. You purchase Cracking the Code, I'm going to give this product to you. I do have a limited number of these units. I think we counted that I have maybe 67 of those CDs here. So it's first come, first serve. And when I run out, here's the thing: if I run out, I'll still figure out a way to get it to you, but you're not going to be able to walk with that bonus today. I'll figure something out so we can get it to you. But I just want you to know that something happened. We thought we had more of those, and I only have like 60 or 70 of those here. So you can pick up Cracking the Code today. You get a discount on that. Plus, I'm going to give you $740 in free training with it. I think we're going to take a lunch break here. I've got my assistant out here, my buddy Dean, and some other people helping me. And during the break, you can come out and see me and we'll get you taken care of. So appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.